Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and in this Open With Me we're going to do some simply knitting. It's been a while since I looked at a knitting magazine, and I thought, well, you know what, let's do it. Let's get one and have a look at one. Now, as I remember, Simply Knitting has got those things in that I like, so yeah, we'll give it a go. Bear with me a second, I just think there's a knock at the door. Okay, back. So yeah, while I'm getting into this, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Hopefully you'll be informed when new videos pop up. And if you can like, share and hype these videos, it really does help my channel. So let's have a look. There are some free gifts. Let's get rid of that. We'll come to the gifts at the end, but we'll have a little look at the magazine first. So what have we got? I haven't had a knitting magazine for ages. A sleeveless style staple. Always amazes me that they can make things like that for knitting. But why don't they do crochet patterns? So the stitches can be small on crochet, can't they? They don't have to be big, but they don't tend to do the shaping. Anyway. We have chilled out cables. We've got sunset cover up. We get it sorted. Rogue raglans, lumpy yarn joins, messy button bands, and expert advice inside. This is kind of cute, like Jemima Puddle Duck or something. And then we've got this top, which does look a little kind of ruched and rucked up and odd, but you know, I don't know. Retro look elephant. Does seem a bit like his head doesn't belong, but you know, we'll get to that. Win massive prize bundle from King Cole. We've got blown yarns reviewed. Hang on. Sorry, I just had to do a massive sneeze. So we've got blown yarn reviewed, which I think is a nod to things like Ice Yarns, where they do the Picasso, and maybe even the King Cole Firefly. Tropical vibes. Plus bargain buys, crafty puzzles, your top knits. Let's get in. Let's get in. Oh, there's the UK's best-selling knitting magazine and a slice of pizza at the top. Nearly missed it. Okay. So, yeah, I'm fully expecting some of the yarns to be different in here because they kind of target knitters in a different way. Even though it's yarn and we all love yarn, they do tend to target knitters' yarn. So that'll be interesting to see the differences that they've come up with. This is Kindsome by Sheepies. I know it's not pronounced that way, but it is for me. Simply Knitting, in this issue, we've got that top that doesn't look quite as ruched and stuff now. We've got the elephant. We're going to be discovering the latest blown yarns on page 49. One of them is a Karen yarn. If that's anything, that might just be this. I don't know, we'll see. 46 is this really nice pullover. And then we've got a kid's one. We've got a man's one up there. I don't know if you can see all of it. Hopefully you can. We've got a bag that looks crocheted. I think that's crocheted. Anyway, we've got the cover item. We've got a tablet cover, another pulley, the one on the cover, and the prize. Let's get in. So we do have some free gifts, and as I say, we'll come to them at the end, but this is one of them, and this must be the other. So you've had a little sneaky peek there, but we will have a look. Let's see what it says. Practical knitting clips and a summer toys pattern book. That's what we can actually look forward to. Wish list, timeless classics. More on page 12. So, Mindful, making with King Cole's signature collection, book 1, Merino Blend DK. So basically, they're really pushing the King Cole yarns this time around. And we've got some jute yarn here. A little piece on that. Stripe zone. So are you a fan of striped yarn for crochet? I mean, this one, that looks like they have manipulated those stripes to be perfect, doesn't it? Perhaps it just looks more, the transition looks a little bit less clunky when it comes to knitting. I don't know. What do you think? Sometimes striped yarns leave a bit of an odd kind of join, don't they? Anyway, we've got Luxe Summer Blend, which is a Rico design Pima cotton, baby alpaca, and enjoy the dreamiest yarn and the softest patterns. They're basically bunches of adverts, really, and more. Get off, don't want adverts. Folded tiles, they're calling this. It is a bit of a basket weave, but it's more of a tee. I've not seen that kind of vibe before, but it does have this crumpled up look. It kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You know when you get like a ribbon effect? It's doing that, and it's making a lot of texture. Emma Vining has come up with this design. I hope that's how you pronounce it. And it's a size 4 to 6 up to a 36 to 38. Although that looks a lot, they're very small. That is tiny sizes, really. You can get the look with all our other accessories if you want to fork out for it. Or you could just do it yourself. Put your own look together. Stay in touch. Tell me about what you've been doing. I love hearing your latest knitting news. I'm sure you do. Or is it just a piece for a magazine? Oh, cynical me. Of course she loves it. Okay, let's move on. Advert for Ambassador, and as I said in my previous one, I love Ambassador Cruise Line. Really, really great. I love it. So Fruity Finish turns summer relaxing into a knitted affair with this strawberry cozy for your digital library by Nicola Valigi. Why don't you just say it's a tablet cover? It's so much easier, but it's got this tulip, would you say? Looks like a closed tulip on it. I wouldn't put that on personally. I'd just have it as it is. I don't like things dangling too much. Not big chunky stuff. Anyway, Truly Wool Rich 4-ply by Signet. I've never been into that. I guess I'm allergic to wool, that's why. So, you know, I do tend to not get too much wool. But I don't know. I think if I stocked Wool Rich or things that are 100% wool, I wouldn't sell them in my shop. I don't think I really sell a lot with wool content. So getting one that is completely wool, I don't think I'd be stuck with it, I think. That's what happened. So most of my peoples do tend to like the acrylics. This colourful kids tank is double the fun with its cute intarsia design, or intarsia even, on the front, and a checkerboard back by Jane Burns. Oh, let's have a look. Where's the back? Is that... We're not seeing the back, are we? We've got a little checkerboard around our duck. But, oh, there it is. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's nice. I don't think I put the word silly on it, though. That's probably the name of the duck, but... What sizes we got? We've got a 2 to 3 years up to an 8 to 9. Like that. That's cute. It is very cute. Save on monthly knitting inspiration, 30% off. You will get $40.99 every 6 issues, where it's usually $59.94. So to me, that's not much of a saving. Just saying. Now, the book of the month is Knitwear from Finland. And this is Pat Mancini's tank top for a man. It's obviously cabled. I'm just trying to find the book. Excuse me, I've been sneezing. I think I'm not used to the house. So we've got a small up to a 3XL for this one. Bit of a chart and bits and bobs, little how to do bits together. And this golden creation, it's not OXO really, isn't it? O's and X's, hugs and kisses, whatever you want to call it. And it's got like little gems inside, so that's quite nice. Doesn't that look like tiara, doesn't it? But it's not, obviously. But I like that. That's different. That's kind of snazzy. Ooh, giving me ideas, that is. So this is the Win the Huge bundle. How to enter. Got to go to w.gathered. Okay. Roll the dice, snakes and ladders. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Make the whole toy. I was doing noughts and crosses last year. I did the nought and I did the cross, but I didn't do the game. How remiss of me. But life takes over sometimes and it's hard to get it all done. But Sarah Hutton, this is another woolly pulley. Size 8 to 10, up to a 32 to 34. So a much bigger size range with this one. And, oh, look, yarn review. Magnolia Merino Extra Fine by Lang. Well, that's where she got it, I guess. It's not, what is Lang? Yarn Smith's Pebble Haze DK. I don't like Yarn Smith's DK. Hopefully that is a little bit better. This is Light and Airy yarns. So Karen Blossom Cakes. Rowan Colour Mix. $8.99 for what? Does it say? 50 gram ball. Back to the right prices. We have a couple of others. That's the Firefly. Oh my God, that is the best yarn. The best yarn. Mine's a little bit cheaper than that though. In my shop, link in the description box. Getting a little bit of light on stock. I need to put in an order. Tropical Treat. I like this. I do. It looks like a a lighthouse 1 minute and then a tree the next. But just think, you could make it into a lighthouse if you wanted to. What we got? 12 to 18 months up to 4 to 5 years. Quite snazzy. And it's not got quite a nice back to it as well. I've been forgetting to credit people with these and I do apologise. Amanda Berry, this is the pizza slice cushion. If you're into cushions, that is. And we've got Knitting Know-How. So this is where the experts give you your answers to questions you sent in. So that's pretty good. And how to split splice. Easy for you to say. And then we have a lace jumper, which is very pretty. And this is by Jo Allport for Rico. That is nice. I like that. So obviously it's Rico yarn. It is nice. It's in a size 8 to 10 up to 24 to 26. So not massive. Well, I suppose it's a good size range, but we did see one that was slightly bigger. This is Trundle Trunk, Amanda Berry's Elephant. Looks better from that angle, but it does look like it's got a skinny neck. I'm not sure that elephants have skinny necks. So, yeah, it just seems a bit, I don't know. Something not going on quite right there with the elephant. But it is cute. Little toy. I'm in trouble with my pages today. So we've got, this is the page I like. We've got a take a break page. And we've got a Sudoku and we've got a crossword. And as many times as I've said, I really love that page and I really like them for putting it in. I am really happy they put it in. And Simply Crochet should have it too. You know, they should do it. But you know what? Every single time I've said that, and it's been many times, I've not once done the crossword or the Sudoku. They're just sitting there. Anyway, the top is new from Rowan. Anna Hull for Rowan has made this. And it is called Tennis Fresh. So I would have thought that would be quite expensive yarn, as it's Rowan. Let's have a look. Does it say? Probably not. But anyway, what are you going to need? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Rowan Summerlight 4-ply. Doesn't give you a price. And it is a size 4 to 6 up to a 36 to 38. So not a bad-ish size range, although 38 isn't big, is it? Not by, you know, today's standards when you're talking chest measurements. Missed an issue. This is how you get your back numbers. How to do e-bits. But don't think that's the end, because we've got more to come. We have Simply Knitting next issue. That's nice. I like that. It reminds me of crocheting, this part here. But yeah, I like that. That's nice. We've got another little tank top. We've got a man in a bit of a stripy number. We've got a wall hanging. We've got a mobile. We've got a nautical kind of blanket. And we've got a tin of sardines. We've got a drawstring bag. And bits and bobs from the team. So this is definitely crocheted. It says knitting. Maybe it is. Oh my goodness, but it looks crocheted. Let's have a look. Up your knitting game by adding a basket stitch to your repertoire. Jenny Atkinson's simple bag is the perfect way to try it. Well, that does look crocheted. Looks like a stitch I did recently, in fact. But that's nice. I like that. And that's it. So we have a little gift or two to look at. So first of all, we got the clips. And I always put these in people's orders. I've just finally got rid of the last clips that I had. And now I've got another 10. But somebody's going to get these in their order from hobbyrocks.co.uk. So I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. Probably not. In the description box, you'll find a link to my shop. And I do ship worldwide. It's weight-based. So the smaller the package, the lighter the cost. And tariffs are included. So there is a link there. And just another word that I'm doing some last chance yarns. They are very, very low priced. They're priced low until they go, and they will stay that price until they're gone. I need to make some space for new yarns and for me, because I can't move out in my yarn van. Anyway, let's have a look at the other gift. Quick and easy summer toys. Now, I used to love a knitted toy when I was a child. I had a nanny that used to make them for me, but not for long. Unfortunately, being the youngest of a youngest doesn't mean that your grands and granddads stay around too long. But anyway, we've got Ladybird Noughts and Crosses by the looks of it. And we've got, I don't know what this is, but it's a bag full of stuff. And we've got Skittles of sorts made from animals. Let's get in. Meet Barley with his bright green paintwork and cheerful smile. Barley's ready for summer's harvest by Claire Fairall, his tractor. Obviously. Okay, it goes over a few pages because it's a small magazine. Animal Skittles, Monkey. So, is that... Nah, maybe there's lots more pages. So we've got Monkey. Yeah, there we go. Lion, Zebra, Tiger. Crocodile, Elephant, Bull. Bull. It's not a bull. It must be just a ball. And this one is the picnic pouch. Okay. So you've got a multitude of fruits and stuff in there as well. So we've got an apple and strawberries and a kiwi. Yeah. And Ladybird Luck. So Go Dotty for Anne Franklin's cute bug playset. So it's basically noughts and crosses but bugs. And you can make your ladybirds yellow and red. They're cute. I quite like that. But yeah, just a little take on noughts and crosses. So that is it. We have a magazine. We have a gift and another gift. What is the price of this one? I forgot to look at the price of my last one. $9.99. So, knitters galore. What do you think, guys? Is it good value? Did you enjoy it? I particularly really like the nod to old magazines that I used to use as a young person. You know, when it's like when you're young and you get loads of magazines. I guess some people still do when they get older, but I don't. But I used to love it when they had all the puzzle sections, and they used to do kind of surveys. There's a fly in here, it's driving me mad. They used to do surveys that, you know, if you answer all these questions, it would tell you if you're compatible with your partner, that sort of thing. Total rubbish and nonsense, but, you know, whiled away the hours. But as you get older, you don't tend to while away hours. It just isn't seeming enough in the day. Anyway, that's the magazine. Let me know what you think. I look forward to reading all your comments and seeing what you think. And then some people do believe that a knitted magazine has no place on a crochet channel. And I do completely respect that opinion, but I'm just going to put this one on. I do it from time to time. We are multicraftal. That is a term I invented. Multicraftal. We are multicraftal, and you know, why not? But I did have a little knitting channel. I could have put it on, but I really don't make much for anything other than this channel. So here it is. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.